Drake versus Kendrick has been the biggest lyrical slugfest in years, but buried in the smoke is one beef that's way weirder. Drake versus Pharrell. Let's rewind to 2018. Drizzy's image took one of the biggest L's when Pusha T torched him in their beef. We all know the story of Added On didn't just expose that Drake had a son. It aired him out in blackface, called him a deadbeat, and left Drizzy looking shook. For the first time, Drake looked human in a rap battle. And guess who was right by Pusha's side that whole time? That's right, you guessed it, Pharrell Williams, producer of Clips' debut Lord Willin', childhood friend, and longtime musical partner in crime. Why is there tension between Drake and Pharrell, you might ask? It actually traces back before Drake was even in the picture, all the way to a dispute between Pharrell and Birdman. You see, back in 2002, Clips, Pharrell's guys hopped on Birdman's track What Happened to That Boy, produced by the Neptunes. But Birdman reportedly didn't pay up for the beat, and Pharrell cut ties with Cash Money altogether. Fast forward a few years, Lil Wayne, Birdman's protege, wanted in on Pharrell's skater rapper wave and asked for some gear from Pharrell's brand Billionaire Boys Club. Pharrell said nah, so Wayne switched to Bape, another brand Pharrell had popularized, and started rocking it everywhere. Now that right there led Clips to dropping Mr. Me Too, basically calling out copycats. Wayne fired back in a Complex interview saying Pharrell wore Bape and y'all thought he was weird. I wore it, and y'all thought it was hot. So Wayne being Drake's mentor on one side and Pusha T working with Pharrell all those years on the other, sides were taken down the line. And that's the initial backstory of how we got to a Drake and Pharrell issue today. Now, Pharrell did play it neutral when it came to speaking on Drake over the years. In a 2020 Drink Champs interview, he said he wished the beef between Drizzy and Pusha hadn't gotten so personal. Pharrell even said he loves Drake.
My stance was I didn't want to see that go that way. You know, there was a, that didn't make me happy. I'd hate to see what him and Drake are going through or what they went through. I hated to see all of it, every bit of it. It wasn't good. Drake's amazing and Drake is all powerful and he's
cool, but maybe not cool enough for Drizzy. Because 2 years later, Drake did what any normal, totally mature adult would do. He dropped a bag on Pharrell's old jewelry collection that was put up for auction. We're talking chains, pendants, even Pharrell's iconic Billionaire Boys sunglasses. Stuff from Pharrell's actual career history. Now, it's common knowledge Drake collects rap memorabilia, so the move to grab up Pharrell's jewels wasn't so odd at first. From the jump, fans thought it was a tribute. Drake flexing legendary pieces in the Jumbotron shit poppin' video in 2023. But then, Meltdown happened. On Travis Scott's song that same year, Drake claimed he melted Pharrell's jewelry down, not just to flex, but to disrespect.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss, give a fuck about all of that heritage shit.
See, Pharrell's jewelry wasn't just bling. It told the story of his career, from NERD to BBC Ice Cream to his creative director status at Louis Vuitton. Drizzy knew exactly what he was doing. And Kendrick, he definitely noticed. On Euphoria, Kendrick inherits the beef, defending Pharrell and calling out Drake's petty antics.
I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef.
K-Dot basically says, if you're coming for Pharrell, you're coming for me. And that lit the fuse for the lyrical war we're watching now. Then came the twist. In the Family Matters video, Drake shows the Pharrell pieces untouched, still blinging. Was it all cap? Drake even raps, you want to take up for Pharrell, then come get his legacy out of my house. So is he trolling or just really into collecting jewelry with beef attached? Along the way, Pharrell seemed to have a little fun at Drizzy's expense as he apparently threw some jabs at the boy in 2024 on the song Double Life from the Despicable Me 4 soundtrack. He didn't mention Drake by name on the song, but fans thought Pharrell was taking some shots at the Sixth God. Lines like lie detector time and nothing wrong being private, make sure it ain't wrong, makes jabs at an alleged double life. Does that go back to the Pusha T beef and the whole hiding a child situation? Neither Drizzy nor Pharrell has ever spoken on it, so this is one part of the story we'll never know, at least for now. But Pharrell stayed cooler than cool in the public eye. During a cover story interview last November for GQ's Man of the Year issue, Skateboard P said he was not bothered that Drizzy bought his jewelry or that he may have melted it down. I think beyond all the ongoings, at the heart of all of it, he's a fan of music. He's a fan of the history of what it is, and I happen to be a part of that. And those artifacts are a part of it, Pharrell told the magazine. None of it bothers Skateboard P. In fact, he thinks Drake's just a fan who appreciates the history. And maybe Pharrell's not wrong. Drizzy dropped another 244 bands on a new NERD chain from Kid Cudi of all people. In total, Drake has spent almost $3 million on jewelry commissioned by Pharrell that we know of. So if hated is the sincerest form of flattery, Drake has it in spades for Pharrell. So what do you think? Is this just some petty, passive-aggressive art collector energy from Drake? Or is it something deeper like a quiet war over legacies, alliances, and pride? Let us know in the comments below. Visit the XXL store to buy merch. Hit subscribe to see more videos from XXL.